Yo guys, action comedy? More like action depression. More like action sadness. More like action sad. I don't know. I ran out of things. Guys, I just got done watching Caught Stealing, the Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, guy from Doctor Who movie. You know the one the previews have been playing for a long time, where it's the guy, the guy with the British guy with the mohawk. You know, he's leaving, going to London for some reason. He leaves this guy in charge of his apartment and his cat. And then all of a sudden, these bald Ukrainian dudes show up and they're like, give me the key. You know, then he gets beat up. What's happening? Now our boy Austin Butler, he's in this mess, dude. Because they think that the British guy, left them hanging dry because there was some money. There's some money involved somewhere. You know, it's a plot that we've seen before. Where's the money, Lebowski? That kind of thing. So, guys, I'm just going to jump right into spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, I'll give you my number out of 10. Are you ready? This is a 4. This is a 4 out of 10. I did not really enjoy this one. I got to be honest with you guys. This is something where the first 30 minutes, I'm in. You got me hooked. The drama is there. The comedy is hitting. The action, pretty good. You know, you got some of that appeal. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it. I'm in it. But as the movie keeps going, it commits a lot of pretty bad sins, in my opinion. My biggest thing with this, before we go into, because I'll go into the story a little bit more, this movie seems like there were 2 scripts. One was an action comedy where they were like, yo, this is so funny. And then one was like a depressing, like, want to game over yourself while they were writing this thing. Like, they were so sad. They were crying at the pen and paper. They're like, oh, it's so sad. And then they just kind of mashed them together, and it doesn't work at all. So yeah, guys, let me go through the story a little bit. So we have Austin Butler's character. Like I said, he's placed with taking care of this guy's cat. These Ukrainian dudes come in, they beat the crap out of him. They're like, oh, where's the key? Where's the key? And all of a sudden, this cop lady comes over because she's like, oh, they beat you up so bad they took your kidney? Haha, that's pretty funny. I'm definitely not the bad guy. And then, yeah, there's this whole thing where this black lady that's like a detective, she's very obviously a twist villain that they reveal like a third of the way into the movie, where she's just like, why don't you tell me where this key is? Oh, I just need to know for detective reasons, because the key leads to the money and all that. And then, oh no, she's working for the Ukrainians. And then, she's like, beware the Hebrews, beware the Hebrews. And then Austin Butler's like, I can't trust anyone. I guess I'll call the Hebrews. Then the Hebrews are like, come to our bar mitzvah. And then they eat soup. And then afterwards, we realize, after the Hebrews kill the Ukrainians, that I feel like there's political messaging here, but if that's the case, that's also not coming across well, because everyone's the bad guy. And yeah, and then turns out, oh no, by the way, his girlfriend died in the first 20 minutes. And one of the guys who killed her was one of the Hebrews. And Austin Butler's character was like, I'll give you guys the money. And then one of the Hebrews decides to pull out his dead girlfriend's lighter for some reason, even though he knows that he'll recognize it, and he even points out like, oh yeah, he recognizes it. Yeah, she had it coming too. What? Why? You're so close to the money. Why are you? And also, Austin Butler's character's driving, because they can't drive because it's the Sabbath, I think. And then he crashes the car, and that's the movie. That's the whole movie. Guys, I can't with this, man. There are good points. Let me go through the positives, all right? The soundtrack. The soundtrack was banging. All right, it was banging. There were some good beats here, some good punk rock beats. Acting was good. Acting was really good. Austin Butler, great job. My boy, he can, if he wants to show an emotion, well, he's really good at crying. So he did really good there. So all acting was good, except for the black lady who played the detective, who dropped that acting class. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, I would say the main, okay, so the main guy, Austin Butler's character, he has this drama where he was drinking and driving with a friend. They were both big baseball guys, and Austin Butler's character crashed his car, killing his friend in the process. And then he reveals at the end, he's like, all I was thinking about in that moment was that my baseball career was done. I wasn't even thinking about my friend I just killed. And the drama there, like within himself and him figuring that out throughout the movie, I love that. If the whole movie was centered around like baseball and this guy getting out of his alcoholism and getting back out there to baseball, I think I'd like this movie a lot more. But it's just sort of this really good, these good moments are just used as fodder for like the other characters to bounce off of. And again, it doesn't work. But the emotions hit. Like when he crashes, you know, when he's dumping his alcohol down the drain, you're there, you're with it, you're like, yo. When his mom calls him on the phone, she's like, how are you doing? I love you. I'm like, yo, I feel that. You know, when his girlfriend dies, I'm like, oh shit. But then as the movie keeps going, it's making jokes out of things, and it doesn't work at all. The characters are so one-dimensional. Everyone dies. The girlfriend, the Hebrews, the black lady cop, the Ukrainians, the guy that he works at the bar with, literally everyone dies. The way that this movie works is he'll be with someone. Act A is he's with his girlfriend. 20 minutes later, she dies. And then he's with the Ukrainians. 20 minutes later, one of them dies. Okay, then he meets up with the Hebrews. 20 minutes later, they both die. And he just like keeps swapping teammates. Or no, I forgot. He was with his punk rock England friend. 20 minutes later, he dies. And it's very like leapfroggy. Like we keep jumping to different plot points. It's like we were writing the script and he was like, okay, this perfect section is awesome. I don't know where to go. Okay, well, he'll go to person number B. Okay, now I don't know where to go. Okay, person number C, or letter C, bruh. Yeah. Like, and the thing that I hate about that, because you can have it where he's going to all these different characters, but the thing is, we don't spend enough time with them. Like this black lady cop, she's a detective. You know, she reveals that she's actually a crooked detective, and she's actually in it for the money. Well, why is she in it for the money? Why? They mentioned there's one brief line where the English guy is like, she owes money. Okay. Is that it? Is that the whole thing? That's all? You know, we get a very brief description by the English guy, because essentially the English dude that you see in the trailer with the mohawk, the whole thing is that he has all of their money. So the Hebrews, the Ukrainians, all of their money is in his possession. He was going to give it to them. His dad had a stroke, so he had to go to England to go see him, and he forgot to tell them that he was going to be out of town. So that's what starts all this thing. That's how Austin Butler's character gets wrapped up in this. And we get this story where he's talking about like all this cool stuff that happened. And I'm like, man, I want to watch that movie. You know, when Austin Butler's character talks about baseball, I'm like, yo, I want to watch that movie. I just don't understand why we're doing this here. This movie just walks in place. It never runs. It's slow, and it's just constantly pacing back and forth. But then, like I said, you have these characters where it's like, okay, what's the Hebrews' goal? Why do they need the money? Is the whole family that we see in the film, are they a part of this whole gang conspiracy? Like they show this massive Hebrew family, and the mom kind of mentions like, oh, don't fight too much. So it's like, oh, she knows, I guess. But it's this really sweet scene where the Hebrew's mom is like really nice, and then at the end of the movie, they're like, yeah, we killed your girlfriend. It's like, okay, I guess, sure. But Omar, I cannot explain to you how bad the detective's acting is. There's this one part where Austin Butler stabbed her foot with a stick, and then he's like, I'm gonna shoot you, and she's literally like, huh, you don't have the balls. That's actually how she acts. That's actually how it is. And like when she's interrogating him in the earlier scenes of the movie, she's like, you're messing with me, aren't you? Yeah, you're messing with me. It's so bad. And there's no reason for her to be corrupt. Like she wants the money. Because she's in debt. There's no other way she could have gotten the money. It is surface level. There's nothing deeper than what I am telling you. She's in debt, so now she's a part of a criminal organization with the Ukrainians. Why do the Ukrainians want it? Because they're Ukrainians, I guess. Yeah, why does the English guy have the money in general? I don't know. He probably explained it really quick and I missed it or something. It's just, this was a very frustrating movie, because the whole time as you're watching it, you're thinking, why didn't he just call 911? Are there no cameras? You know, and I hate to be that critical thinker with this kind of stuff, because like, yeah, there are moments that are fun, but when the whole movie's just depressing, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, wow, this is really sad. This is also taking a very long time. All I can do with the time that I'm spending being bored is overthink the movie. So am I overthinking? Yes, but it's like designed to make you overthink. I don't understand what the point was. You have all these characters you introduce, murder them immediately so they don't get any chance to have any character. I don't know who his girlfriend was. I don't know what she did. I don't know what her point was. I don't know what the Hebrews do. I don't know why they're here. Why is the black lady here? I don't know. She has a gambling debt. Maybe. Yeah, why is anyone doing any of this stuff? You know, it's constantly said throughout the movie, the cops are after you, Austin Butler. I don't see a cop in this movie at all, except for the one that takes a shit in his bathroom and he's like, hey, I clogged your toilet. Oh my word, the humor in this movie is so displaced. There's this one moment where when he discovers that the Hebrews killed his girlfriend, he recreates the scene where he killed his best friend in a drunk driving accident. He drives the car into a pole, brutally murdering the Hebrews. And as they're dying, you've just been revealed that these guys murdered his girlfriend point blank. There was no remorse. He's sitting there, he's crying, he's holding the cat. It's a sad scene. And then one of the dudes is bleeding from his throat, and he looks up at him and he goes, hey, shouldn't have let that guy drive. I don't understand. This is why I'm saying there were two scripts. There was, or maybe there was one script, but then the second guy was like, this is way too sad. We have to make it funny. But then he thought Thor: Love and Thunder funny, so all the funny moments aren't funny. They're just interrupting the plot. And what I'm supposed to be feeling, I'm not feeling, because you're trying to throw stupid, unfunny humor in my face, and it's not working. This film doesn't work. It's not funny. It's sad at certain points, but it doesn't work. Guys, I changed my mind. Maybe it's just the emotions. I want to give it a 2. I really do. But I don't think it was that bad. There is some fun to be had here. Is it worth seeing? No. No. I'm gonna give it a 3. I changed my mind. It is a 3 out of 10. Guys, I cannot tell you how frustrated I am with this. That I am so just, my mind is boggled. I'm doodly whooped. I'm so frustrated. I have to make up words to explain how frustrated I am with this. There are good characters here that are wasted. There are great characters here that spend little to no time on the screen. They're here, they're gone, then they're dead. That because the film doesn't know what to do with them at all. It's here for a punchline that doesn't work. Guys, this is not a movie worth seeing. Please, I beg of you to save your money and wait for something else to come out. I was gonna see The Toxic Avenger today, but it's not. It's playing nowhere for 30 miles. 30 miles. I don't understand. I live in a pretty populated area. My movie theater does not play indie movies, and it irritates me. I'm going insane. Guys, this is a 3 out of 10. Please do not watch this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like my rants, please subscribe. I had to pay $12 for this. That deserves a like and a comment. You son of a bitch. Now get out of here. I gotta watch Peacemaker episode 2, which I'm actually pretty excited for that. All right. Get out of here.